Good
evening, ladies and gentlemen. My guest tonight,
Daddy,
well, we got Ollie to my left and the man of the hour, Dale Evenson, head coach of the Gladstone Lakers. Dale, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good. Yourself?
Oh, can't complain. Would be better if the Canucks would have won, but they beat Edmonton a couple times, so that's not a bad start to their season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm an Oilers fan, so that sucks.
Oh, so is Ollie. I'm keeping you from your game, I guess. We'll make it quick tonight.
Okay.
So how was your summer? How are we looking heading into the off season or regular season?
Well, we're just starting to get going here. We don't have any ice or anything yet in Gladstone, so just really trying to round up our team. I'm still trying to get the guys to come back. There's a couple of guys that are on the fence of playing this year, and they're getting a little older and got other plans and kids and stuff. So trying to, hopefully get them back. And if not, I got to continue trying to recruit players to keep our team alive.
Who are some of the people that are coming back?
That's a tough one. All of our local guys are coming back, so that's good. Jesse Toss, Lyndon Soper, Trey Evenson, those are key guys from town here. And Cody Danielchuk's coming back. I got Matt Coleman coming back to play net for us. He was away for a couple of years. He's come back, so that's a huge addition to our team. He played really well when he played for us the year we won the championship. So that's a big pickup for us. Our other goalie that played last year, he isn't able to play this year, so it worked out really well. But still trying to convince Geddes and Kubas and Gleason to come back. So that's three of our best players. So hopefully they're one to come back. I hope.
That would be a devastating loss for you and the entire league.
Yeah,
three of the faces of the league.
Yeah, and especially like Kubas and Geddes have played on our team for I think like 8 years already. So coming from Winnipeg is quite a commitment to come all the way out to Gladstone and for all these years, and basically hard to ever miss a game. So it's tough if they're not coming back, but I'm hoping that they will, and then we'll just move on from there.
Who do you think will be your big competition in your division?
Well, with Killarney moving back to this side, definitely they'll be one. And Minidos, with their goaltending, they're tough to beat. It doesn't matter who they have in net any night. That you can outplay them and outshoot them and still lose. So those are the two teams in our division that are definitely the top two teams. And you got to try to find a way to beat them and go from there.
What do you think will be the identity of the Lakers this year?
If we get everybody back, I still think we have a fast team, and we usually play well defensively. That's we have good defensive, especially if Gleason can come back. That's a huge addition if he can come back. He's such a player. But we have guys to put the puck in the net and try to win games on our speed and being physical.
Last year, you guys didn't get off to a very good start, and once again, the ice wasn't in for very long. Do you think that there's any relationship to not having ice and the slow starts?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like we don't practice really. We have a lot of guys still in the fields combining, so we're going to go into Pilot Mountains game, and I would say half our team won't even skate yet. But that's normal for us. We for us to get ice time in Portage is very expensive. That's like a 3-hour ice time in Gladstone, so it's just not worth it for us. We just kind of use the regular season as our time, and and go from there. You know, some of the guys in the city are lucky enough they get to skate in there, but the guys out here, you know, there isn't much. So we just try to, you know, take our lumps early in the year and then improving as the year goes out.
Yeah, when I came up to Gladstone, I was expecting a closer game, but then again, I didn't know the backstory at that time. You guys had just put ice in, and
Yeah. Yeah. And our ice won't get in this year until probably about, I'm hoping 2 or 3 days before our home game on the 4th. So we're having problems with our ice machine and like the plant. And then it's too warm for our building to make ice. So hopefully next week the plant gets fixed and some colder temperatures will help us get it going. But and yeah, and for us, you know, and like that I've been with the team for, you know, 30, 35 or 40 really, and we've started like that for forever, and you know, that's just a disadvantage that we have, and you know, we just have to take our lumps and move on, right? Like last year when Vern came, they just drilled us, but you could tell, you know, they've been skating lots, right? And our guys, like I said, right off the field into the dressing room and away you go. And but that's senior hockey, right? And it is what it is.
yeah, absolutely. Who are some of the players that are under contract at the moment, if you can call it under contract,
Yeah.
that the fans can be excited about seeing?
You know, Riley Bruce brings a good element to the game, physical and shoot the puck. You know, he's played lots of junior. Jesse Toss, always the guy who puts the puck in the net. You know, we got another returning player, J.C. Kennedy, plays a steady game. Our young kids from town here that play, they like to bang bodies around. So everybody likes to watch them out there run around a little bit. So, you know, if we get Gaggies and Kubas back and Toth, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good number one line and can match up against anybody in the league, really. So kind of go from there, and hopefully they all come back.
Yeah, definitely. It would be very beneficial to you guys to get the top line back. It always hurts any team
Yeah,
losing their top line.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And a lot of teams are like that. They have one really good line, and the other lines are, you know, are good players, but that everybody usually relies on that one line, right? So
Yeah.
no different.
What advantage is playing in Gladstone does the arena have compared to, let's say, other arenas?
Well, nobody likes to play here in January and February when it's cold, so our guys are used to that. So, and you know, we get pretty good crowds. You know, there's some nights, I mean, there's, you know, if you can get over 50 people at a game, it's pretty good. And we usually get about 70 on most nights. And you know, and I think the biggest thing for us is like the fans really get involved with the players as far as, you know, talking to them or whatever. And guys from Winnipeg really notice that when they come out here that, you know, I'm not just a player. People talk to you and try to get to know you. Maybe you know, you go for a drink after the game, and fans come talk to our guys, and that's a big difference for guys from out of town that, you know, they might not get maybe in another town, right? So that's kind of an advantage I think that we have in Gladstone, that we get a bunch of guys come out from the city, and when they get out there, they really enjoy themselves. They don't realize that's the biggest thing people don't realize in the city is how good senior hockey is across the province. Like, you know, they get done junior or, you know, the MM and stuff like that, or high school. I think, well, that's it. We're going to play rec hockey, right? At 10 o'clock at night. Well, all of a sudden you get into our league, and there's, you know, guys that some have played some pro hockey league, stuff. Every team's pretty good, and once they get out and see that, it's they enjoy it, right? Because they don't want to just play old timers hockey when you're just 22 years old, kind of thing, right? So that's kind of what we got to do in Gladstone, anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm from Mooseman originally, and my favorite thing to do on Friday night when I was a kid was to be at the rink watching the Rangers play. And
Yep.
I was an older kid from grade 12, go to the bar. I was 19. And quite often they'd be in there and just having a good time, enjoying it, and that's what senior hockey's all about.
Yeah, exactly. And for myself, like go get the mail or go get groceries, and it's rare that somebody doesn't stop talk to me about the team. Even in July, right? How is it looking? Well, it's July, but that makes you feel that it's appreciated in the town and the community likes it, right? So that's always a good thing to keep it going.
Yes. Living in Boisevane and having TL Media, a lot of the times when I'm out and wearing my TL Media stuff, people do stop and talk to me and ask, "So do you think we're gonna have a Border Kings team this year?" And what's the thought of Boisevane being back in the league?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's too bad the Cartwright had to take a year off, but that's them, right? Another small town trying to keep things going, right? So, no, it's good that Boisevane's back. They had a pretty stacked team there for a couple of years, which really, it didn't bother me, but it really hurt. It hurt a lot of the teams because you'd go there and you're going to get drilled by 10, 15 goals, and that's not a lot of fun for anybody. Nobody wants to work and then go get drilled, right? And guys making huge money, and that's not what senior hockey is about. And it's more about keeping small town rinks going and killing time in the winter.
Yes, and my favorite part of doing these broadcasts is doing it in full arenas.
Yeah.
I said it a few times on these preview shows that there's a misconception that TL Media keeps fans away. We don't. We want to do it in full barns. We love the crowds. We want as many people as possible because what's good for who wants to watch a hockey game with no fans in attendance? It's like watching anything during COVID time.
Yeah. Oh, exactly right. Yeah.
Speaking of COVID, how has the community recovered since we've basically got our freedoms back?
Right. Yeah. Our community's really good. I mean, we had a tough loss losing our hotel last Christmas. That was a huge loss to our community, right? But other than that, there's a couple of businesses in town that's hurt that have closed up in the last year or so, but that I don't think COVID helped them over the year. Overall, I think everybody's excited to get out, and we could tell, this summer at our fair, at our fair, just the attendance on certain things that you could tell people were happy to get out and, get back to normal, so to speak, right? So, I think it's just like any other place, just trying to keep things.
What was attendance like towards the end of the season last year?
Oh, we had good crowds. Yeah, when we played, Nipo in playoffs we're getting 250 people at a game. Minnedosa in our last series was probably over 200, right? So that's huge, right? That keeps our team going. You lose money. Well, at least we do. We lose money every home game, and the playoffs is what keeps you going. So Nipo is a good rival for us because it's so close, and we our fans go to Nipo too, right? So it's good for both teams that way. So
yeah,
it keeps the team going. Really does. Yeah.
Well, maybe during the season we're gonna have to get some sponsors lined up to help chip in for my gas mileage and head on up to Gladstone later on in the year after you guys get your skates under you and
Yeah, there you go.
experience a Oh, what's the name of the arena firsthand?
Well, just Gladstone Arena, really.
Gladstone Arena. Okay.
Norma Moore Memorial Arena, I guess is what it's called.
Sorry, I missed that.
It's Norma Moore. She's a lady that spent several years in the rink once. So when she passed, we kind of renamed it after her. But so yeah, that's kind of what it's.
Have to experience what the Norma Moore Memorial Arena is all about. And
There you go. Yeah.
I have a funny story about the Gladstone Arena. I had multiple cameras set up for when I was doing the game between Verdun and Gladstone.
Mm-hmm.
Once during each period, it seemed, they were picked up and taken to the lost and found.
Funny.
At least they weren't stolen or anything.
No, there you go. That's good. Yeah.
Small town hospitality, and you gotta love it. You love to see it.
That's funny. Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to add this evening, Dale? What are your club's expectations for the year?
Well, if we can get everybody back, hopefully we can, win more playoff rounds than we did last year. I mean, that's always the goal, and that's probably the goal for every team, right? So, trying to be competitive all year. That's the goal. You don't want to, have bad games, but that's depends who shows up at night. But just be competitive for the year, win more games at the end of the year.
And that's all that matters, like you said. You guys have the goaltending to do it, and hopefully, let's put a bug in Kubas's ear, get him back on the ice, and
hopefully, I'm pretty sure he's going to play. But the biggest thing too is once the time comes around, you realize, well, I don't want to stay home Saturday night. Let's get out and get going somewhere, right? So I'm hoping that it changes and the guys have come out. I'm more on the positive side than the negative side. I think we're gonna get them, but we'll see.
That's good. That'd be really good. Is there anything else you'd like to add tonight, Dale?
Nope. Looking forward to the year and seeing all the other teams and familiar faces throughout the league.
Absolutely. And best of luck to you in the upcoming year. Hopefully we can make it out to broadcast a few Laker games this year.
Yep, sounds good for sure.
Dale Evenson, head coach of the Gladstone Lakers, is tonight's first guest on the Tiger Hills Hockey League season preview live on TL Media. I have a couple more coming up this evening. Who will they be? Find out momentarily.